Hello, everyone. I hope all is well. So, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on Bronny James and him being drafted into the league. Um, I don't see a problem with it at all. I, I, I actually commend LeBron on what he did and what him putting in his hard work and just seeing the results of his hard work and how it has paid off for his children, for his sons, for his wife, and for his daughter. Um, but I don't see anything wrong with Bronny being drafted because you have to really look at it. Like, and I'm trying to get in. I'm, I mean, I just look at the situation that Bronny was in, or that he is in. About a year ago, he had a cardiac arrest. Like he almost passed away. Excuse me. He almost passed away, and this man has been in a near-death experience. And I believe when you go through something like that, you look at life a little differently. You look at it more from less from the perspective of I can do this tomorrow. If I do this now, it might not be the right time. I could do it tomorrow or next week, as opposed to you know tomorrow's not promised, and this was a scare, and anything can happen, and the opportunity is in my hands right now. Should I take it or not? I will take it because I don't know what can happen tomorrow. I can get injured. I can go through another health scare. God willing, he doesn't. And God willing, he doesn't get injured. But we have to look at it like that. Like, this young man had a cardiac arrest at the age of 18. Cardiac arrest. He was in cardiac arrest at the age of 18. And if it wasn't for the medical staff being there, he might not have made it. Like what if he was just playing basketball outside with some friends, with no medical staff around, and this happened? That it wouldn't have been the same result. I believe that it wouldn't have been the same result. But we have to look at it from that perspective. This man almost died. He almost died, and he saw an opportunity to live out his dream, whether it was from the help of his father or not. He has the opportunity. He found the opportunity. It was presented to him to live out his dream. And like I said before, we don't know. He didn't know what could happen tomorrow. He said, look, I'm going to take it right now because I have that opportunity. And I think that goes for most of us. We don't want to take the opportunity at times because when it's presented to us, because we're afraid of the results, or we're afraid of what people may say, or we just don't want to put in that work, or we think, well, if I take that opportunity right now, I'm going to have to work hard and things like that, and do this and do this. My life is going to change. Bronny, I think that the Lakers did nothing wrong. I think it was a good choice. I think it was a good choice for Bronny to be eligible for the draft. I think that was a good choice because, like I said, because of his mindset, and we don't know what tomorrow may bring. Props to LeBron. I'm not a big LeBron fan at all on the court, but off the court, from what I see, he does a lot for the community and for his family. And I don't see anything wrong with what he did. And there's a lot of hatred out there. LeBron is not ready, or Bronny's not ready to play in the league right now. He only averaged 4 points per game. He did, he wasn't doing nothing. I mean, he had a rough freshman season. You know, first of all, the cardiac arrest. Like, was his body 100%, or at least 80% or 90% ready to play ball? And I know y'all gonna say, well, he put himself out there. He need the ball. We're gonna judge him for how he plays, and that's fine. But when the opportunity presents itself, we should take it. If it's, after it's thought out, but if it presents itself to be something that is good, then take it. He's making history. He's going to be playing with his father. He can go on the road with his father, learn from his father and from other NBA veterans on how to play the game of basketball. And like I said, I just look at it from a different point of view. It's not, I was saying I think that he should have stayed in college at least for another year. But now I'm saying, look, man, I'm glad you went. I'm glad you went to the draft. I'm glad that you decided to declare for the draft, because like I said, tomorrow is not promised. He had a chance to make history. Dad and son playing on the same team. And I think in a couple of years, I think that he will be good. I don't know if he's going to be an all-star in a few years, but who knows? Who knows? But this is what we do. Like, we want to present our children with opportunities that we didn't have, and we want them, their life, to be a little bit less stressful than ours. We want like that's our goal as parents, to make sure, well, for one, teach them the word of God, and two, we want to make sure that our kids didn't go through the negative things that we went through, or the hardships that we went through. We want to make their lives easier than ours, right? And I'm not saying that his life is easier. I mean, there's consequences, for our actions. LeBron, he worked hard to be the top player in the league, one of the top players overall in the league in history. I'm not going to say that he's the GOAT, but he's reaping the benefits of that. He's reaping the consequences of that, and so are his children and his family, the rest of his family. Like I said, I don't see nothing wrong with what LeBron did. It's not teaching him, and a lot of people are saying, well, it's teaching him to take the the short route. It's teaching him to take the easy route and things like that. But you have to look at it from the perspective of Bronny's health, and his mindset. I'm sure the cardiac arrest scared him. It scared LeBron. It scared the rest of his family. It scared his mother, and it might have put things in perspective that, hey, we have no control of what God will do. We have no control over that. All we can do is try our best to live life the right way. And when things are presented to us, after carefully researching and think about our decisions and thinking about the pros and cons of our decisions, if the opportunity is there and is, and it's not a negative thing and it's a positive result, why not just take it? The scriptures that talk about this, that tomorrow is not promised. Let's go to those scriptures.
Proverbs 16:9. It says, "We can make our own plans, but the Lord determines our steps." In Proverbs 27:1, it says, "Do not brag about tomorrow, since you don't know what the day will bring." Let's go to James 4th chapter, the 13th through the 15th verse. And it said, "Look here, you will say today or tomorrow we are going to a certain town and we'll stay there a year. We will do business there and make a profit. How do you know what your life will be like tomorrow? Your life is like the morning fog. It is here for a little while and then it's gone. What you ought to say is, if the Lord wants us to, we will live and do this or that."
So what I'm saying here is, Bronny, I feel he made the right decision. There's a lot of haters out there, and then I believe his jersey is going to sell. His jersey is going to sell, and I believe that they did say that his jersey's starting to sell now. But I think he will get better. I think it's up to Bronny now to listen to the veterans and listen to his father and practice and get better, and prove some of these haters wrong, that he's not ready for the NBA. And there's some that think that he'll never be ready for the NBA. But stop the negative talk. Like it's up to him now to do that by his hard work. So that's all I wanted to say for today. God bless you all. Bronny, I hope you have a good first season. I hope you have a good career, God willing. And just stay safe. God bless everyone. Be safe. Subscribe, like, subscribe, and share if you want to. God bless you all. Be safe.